Hi guys, good morning, Renchen. So today I'm going to discuss the half-angle identities, in which practically the extension of double-angle identities. So in order to show that, so recall natin yung double-angle identities, so particularly cosine 2x. So we know cosine 2x can be written as 2 cosine squared x minus 1, right? If you still remember, I emphasized last time in our class that the relation of x is half of 2x, or itong 2x na to is twice of x. So meaning to say, if I'm going to alter this, gawin ko siyang 4x, that means ito, 2x. See that? So, same thing is true. So if I'm going to divide it by 2, so this one will become x. So ganun pa rin ang relation. This one is half of x, or itong x na to is twice of x over 2. Clear? So now, what I'm going to do is to derive the formula for cosine x over 2. So to do that, so let me transpose negative 1 on the left side of the equation. That will give us uh, 1 plus cosine x, right? So what will be left on the right side is 2 cosine squared x over 2. There you go. Now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to divide both sides by 2. This will give us 1 plus cosine x over 2 equals cosine squared x over 2. Okay? May square dyan. Okay? Now, this time, in order to remove the square roots or the square, I'm going to get the square root of both sides. So that is, so magiging 1 square root of 1 plus cosine x over 2. So therefore, this is the derivation of the formula for the half angle of cosine. Clear? Okay. Now, so same thing. So let me derive the formula for sine x over 2. So again, galing din yun sa formula ng cosine 2x equals 1 minus 2 sine squared x. Same idea. If I'm going to divide this by 2, okay, di-divide ko rin ito ng 2. There you go. So this time, I'm going to solve for sine x over 2. So meaning, I'm going to do um, manipulation. So transpose ko yan, transpose ko yung cosine x on the other side of the equation. That will give us 2 sine squared x over 2, okay, equals 1 minus cosine x. All right. So then divide both sides by 2. So I'm going to have sine squared x over 2 equals 1 minus cosine x all over 2. Okay? So extract the square root. Okay? So magiging ganyan. So I'm going to erase this. Clear? So this one is the formula for sine x over 2. Okay? Now, paano yung tangent? Okay, paano yung tangent? Okay, so for the tangent, so we know the fact that, okay, so let me change the color. So again, for the tangent x over 2, so we know that tangent is equal to sine x over cosine x, right? So same thing is true here. So what we'll have is sine x over 2 all over cosine x over 2. Okay? Now, all you have to do is to plug this one. So what will happen here is uh, square root of 1 minus cosine x all over 2 all over square root of 1 plus cosine x over 2. Okay? Eventually, makakancel yung square root of 1 half. Okay? Makakancel yung square root of 1 half. What will be left here is square root of 1 minus cosine x over 1 plus cosine x. So this is the half angle identity for cosine x. Actually, meron pang isa yan. Okay? Meron pang isa yan. So, let me copy this. Uh-huh. For a while. Ayan. So, this is the one form of the tangent x over 2. Actually, meron pang alternative form yan. So, using this idea, okay, that yung tangent x over 2, okay, is equal to square root of 1 minus cosine x over square root of 1 plus cosine x. Pareho lang naman yan, right? So, pinag-separate ko lang ng radical. So, what I'm going to do here is to multiply it by square root of conjugate ng 1 minus cosine x is 1 plus cosine x. Okay? Over square root of 1 plus cosine x. So, if I'm going to manipulate it, so square root of 1 minus cosine x times square root of 1 plus cosine x will be square root of 1 minus cosine squared x. Okay? All over square. So if I'm going to multiply the denominator, makakancel lang yung square root, what will be left is 1 plus cosine x. And take note, nakita na natin to, yung numerator. This is a Pythagorean identity. That, okay? Nakita na natin yan. So that is actually equal to sine squared x. Tama ba? Eh, naka-square root. So therefore, makakancel lang yung square root. What will be left here is that magiging sine x over 1 plus cosine x. See that this is the second identity for tangent x over 2. Ito yung una. Okay, and then the third one. Okay, the third one. So, similar to sa ginawa natin sa second identity ng tangent x over 2, only this time, okay, only this time, yung square root of 1 minus cosine x over square root of 1 plus cosine x, multiply ko yan sa conjugate ng denominator. So that is, okay, so kayo multiply. Wait lang. So multiply natin yan sa square root of 1 minus cosine x. So I'll just copy the denominator. There you go. So from there, multiplying the numerator, makakancel lang square root. What will be left here is 1 minus cosine x all over. Same thing here. So if I'm going to multiply this, okay, that will become square root of 1 minus cosine squared x. And alam naman natin yan, square root of sine squared x. Right? So eventually, makacancel ng square root, what will be left is sine x ang denominator. See that? So this is the third formula for tangent x over 2. Okay? So, yan yung derivation ng mga identities and nasa handout niyo naman yan. Okay? I believe you already have the copy of the handout. So, let's put this into example. Okay? So, let's have problem number, exercise letter A number 1. So, tangent number 1, evaluate tangent 15. Okay. Paano to gagawin? So, take note, sabi ko kanina, dinerive natin, ang tangent may tatlong formula. So, mamili ka kahit ano naman dyan, okay lang. So, let's use this one, itong 1 minus cosine x over sine x. So, that is 1 minus cosine x over sine x. Take note ng relation. Yung relation nitong x, which is double of this one. So if this is 15, this one will become cosine 30. While this one is sine 30. Right? Okay. Ganun lang siya. Ganun yung relation. Again, this one is half of this. Okay. We can now evaluate. 1 minus, ano bang cosine 30? So, kabisado na natin yan at this point. So, 1 minus square root of 3 over 2 all over sine 30 is 1 half. See that? So, what will happen here is, simplify ko lang to. Okay, we know how to operate this one. So that will be 2 minus square root of 3 all over 2 over 1 half. Eventually, ma-cancel tong 1 half. So final answer here will be 2 minus square root of 3. See that? Okay, so let's have another example. All right. Okay, so we're done with, okay, nasagutan na natin number 1. Okay, correction, this one should be 112.510. Okay, sige, sagutan natin number T. number 2. Paano yung sine 112.5? So, like what we did, okay, yung sine 112.5, okay, that's equal to, ano bang formula ng sine? Okay, ang sine x over 2, ito, di ba? So, that is square root of 1 minus cosine x over 2. See that? 1 minus cosine x over 2. And ano ba yung cosine x? Double nito, which is 225. Take note, wala tayong calculator dito. So, ang cosine 225, okay, 1 minus, kopyahin ko lang. Ang cosine 225, take note, that is multiple of 45, di ba? So, ang cosine 45 is square root of 2 over 2, right? But cosine in quadrant 3 is negative. So, that will be negative of negative square root over 2. So, simplifying this one, we're going to end up with square root of 1 plus square root of 2 over 2 all over 2. Or, simplify ko lang to, magiging square root of 2 plus square root of 2 all over 4. Okay, lastly, to simplify this, when we get the square root of 1/4, that will be 1 half. So this one will be 2 plus square root of 2 all over 2. So this is the answer for item number 2. Clear? Okay, so I hope clear tayo dyan. You can practice number 3 and number 4. Ano lang naman yan, sine 150. You know how to evaluate it. Last, for this item, let's answer number 5. Okay. So let's answer number 5. Same. Okay. Okay. There you go. Okay. So we're done with 1, 2. Let's have number 5. Tangent pi over 8. So balikan natin, ulit natin. So pi over 8, this is half of 1 minus cosine twice nito, which is pi over 4. Agreed? Okay. Ulitin natin ha. So this one is double of this. Or ito is half of this one. So, ganun lang siya kasimple. And we can easily evaluate that kasi kabisado naman natin to. Okay? So, that will be 1 minus ang cosine pi over 4 is parang 45 lang din yan, di ba? Which is square root of 2 over 2. Okay? All over square root of 2 over 2. So, simplifying it, we're going to have 2 minus square root of 2 over 2 all over square root of 2 over 2. So eventually, maka-cancel ang 1 half. Okay? So what will happen here is that uh, 2 minus square root of 2 over square root of 2. Okay, wala na ako space. Dito na lang. Okay, dito na lang. So simplify that. So paano yan isi-simplify? 2 minus square root of 2 over square root of 2. Multiply, rationalize ko lang yan by multiplying square root of 2 over square root of 2. So that is multiply. So that will be 2 square root of 2 minus square root of 2 times square root of 2 is 2 all over 2. You'll see here, maka-cancel yan. Yan. So, final answer here will be square root of 2 minus 1. Okay? Next. Let's have the next example. So, let's have this one. Okay, siguro mag-solve lang ako dito mga dalawa, then the remaining will be your practice. Okay? So, ano bang maganda dito? So, siguro ito. Let's have Okay, let's have number 2. Ang sabi dyan, cosine 2x equals 2/3. X is greater than 180 but less than 270. Ang ibig lang sabihin yan, quadrant 3. Alright? Quadrant 3. So we're looking for sine x. Now, actually, bakit double angle to? Actually, double angle and half angle, they're just related. So, only, ito. So this time, ang gagawin kong formula is yung sin x over 2 para makagamit natin. Ano yung sin x over 2? So ito, tama? Square root of 1 minus cosine over 2. So meaning to say, for number 2, so we're looking for sin x. So yung sin x, again, is square root of 1 minus cosine x over 2. Okay. So, wait lang. Okay, 2x pala to, sorry. 2x. So, 1 minus, given ang cosine 2x, which is 2 thirds. Okay? Okay? All over 2. See that? Simplify lang natin. That will be square root of, this one will become 3 minus 2. Okay? All over 3 over 2. So, simplifying it, we're going to have 1 minus 6 or square root of 6 over 6. Malinaw? Okay. Sige. Okay, solve na lang tayo ng isa pa. Wait lang. So, siguro let's have, okay, let's have, we're done with number 2. Hmm, ano naman, puro cosine 2x, pare-parehas lang naman yan. So, let's have number 3. Okay, this will be the last, then the remaining items will be your practice. Alright, so let's have cosine x 12 over 13. Again, ilang beses na natin ito ginawa that in case na ganyan, so you will always draw a triangle. Cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. So it, clearly Pythagorean triple yan. So this one is 5. Okay, now ano ibig sabihin nito? Negative 360 to negative 270. Okay, so it implies quadrant 4. Okay, quadrant 4 yan. So that's why yung cosine natin dyan is positive. We're asked to find the value of cosine x over 2, theta over 2, and sine theta over 2. So, unahin natin yung cosine theta over 2. So, again, ano yung formula for cosine? Okay, theta over 2. So, that is 1 square root of 1 plus cosine theta over 2, right? So, that is, okay, ngayon, 1 plus cosine, alright. 1 plus cosine theta over 2. Okay, square root. See that? So, square root of 1 plus cosine theta. Okay, given na yon, which is 12 over 13. Diba? So, madali lang. All over 2. Simplifying this one will become 13 plus 12, square root of 25 over 13, all over 2. Okay? Or, square root of 25 over 26. Simplifying it will become square root of 25 is 5 over square root of 26 or 5 square root of 26 over 26. Okay? Okay. So, that's it. Yung sin x, sin theta over 2, you can do that as practice. Same with number 1, 4, and 5. Alright? So, that's it for today. Renchen, goodbye.